keep an eye on his availability as time rolls on. This one tapped left side. Stampler, nice strong throw, 2 gone. He has walked 4, struck out 16, and opponents are hitting just 220 against him as Lesh dumps one into left, rounding third. Coming home to score fairly easily is Stampler, and the Spartans finally break through here in the bottom of the first inning of game 2. They lead it 1-0. 1-1 is line right at Greer. He'll go to the bag at second for the double play and execute it. That's how the inning comes to a close. Deep in the hole between short and third. They're aboard. Now here's a tailor-made double play ball. 4, 6, and the 3 will not be completed as it skips away from the first baseman. Coming home easily to score is Eric Samples, and it's 2-0 as Upstate doubles their lead here in the bottom of the second inning on a defensive lapse. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and they will take care of Clinton Freeman in a big spot. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, off-speed pitch. Very nicely placed from Roseboom, and there are 2 gone. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He does so. 4 shutout innings for Roseboom, and he strikes out back-to-back hitters, driving in runs when they get the bases loaded. This will help change things. Driven high and deep into the gap in left. We'll get back to that in a moment as Greer will motor around second and head for third. Relay throw is not in time, and it is a triple. Runners out there on the base pass last night. Popped up in his last at-bat in that situation, but he lifts one in the air that will not be fielded in center here on Saturday afternoon in the second conference baseball game of the year, and Stampler will keep it up. He hits the gap in right center field. That will easily score the run. Jordan Stampler will be motoring, maybe the second triple of the inning, and it will be. He's standing up at third base after plating Robbie Morris, and Jordan Stampler makes it a 4-0. And they look to make it 3 with Bumgardner lining one up the middle, deep in the hole at second base. Stampler will now come. The throw is not in time as Jordan Stampler, in heads-up fashion, uses the ground ball by Bumgardner to bring himself home. Doan and Roseboom have gone the distance for their clubs so far. Miller drives this one into the right center field gap. Tyler may look for the third Upstate triple of the day, and he will. Trucking around second and standing up with yet another Spartan triple to lead off the 6th inning is Tyler Miller. Mason Hershey been behind the plate for ETSU. Dawn knowing he can throw whatever he needs to, and he's going to block it. Ground ball to second. They'll try for the double play and get it.
Nice play.
But it still ends up producing a run, of course, belonging to Chad. Here comes the 1-1, grounded up the middle. Greer has it, goes to second for 1. The turn to first is in time. It's yet another double play. In the series, here's the 1-0 to Reynolds. Grounded to short. Greer will go the short route to second. Samples secures it, and the ball game is over. Sabatka picks up the 4-out save. Spartans defeat ETSU by a final of 6-3 behind the strong arm of this gentleman in the middle, David Roseboom. Dave, you go 6 strong innings, allowing the only 1 earned run. Talk a little bit about that performance for you today.
Well, I had a little bit of control issues today, but both Coach West and Patterson really helped me a lot through it, going check down through my mechanics, what was going wrong. They did a great job calling pitches behind the plate. I was having a little bit of trouble with command late in the count sometimes. But overall, they did a really good job of keeping me checked, making sure I was making good pitches when I needed to get out of trouble.
Offense got behind you early. They got you 1 in the first, came back with several in the middle innings to give you a real comfortable lead. How big is that for you when you're out there on the mound?
Well, any pitcher loves getting support from their offensive guys, and it makes your job a lot easier. You actually can sit back and take a breath, and you can make a few mistakes and get away with it because your offense will back you up and pick you up. If you give up a couple runs here or there, but it makes your job a lot easier because you can go out there and just relax and just throw pitches. What
was your mentality coming into this start, knowing you really needed to stop a little bit of a skid for this team?
Really, I was just focused on executing my pitches and trying to pitch to contact and just try to pick my team up and help them move on and take the series tomorrow.
Gentlemen on the other side of you really helped make it happen today. A 3-hit day for you, Brody. You were seeing the ball real well at the plate.
Yeah, I got some pitches early in the count I could handle, and fortunately I put some good swings on them, and we were able to bounce back today offensively and get some hits, get some runs. So.
Your triple was one of 3 triples for this team. Talk about those 3 triples.
Well, we had, me, T-Mill, and Stampler all had triple. We just got good pitches, put them in the gap, and at Cleve you can just keep running. So.
You guys have put yourself in a position with the series evened up to take the first conference series of the year tomorrow. What's your approach coming into tomorrow's 1 o'clock start?
Same as today, just stay focused and bounce back like we did today. Same thing.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Congratulations. Spartans pick up a win against ETSU, first conference victory of the season. Spartans get in the win column in conference play by defeating ETSU 6-3. Coach, your team scored early, and they scored often enough to even this series.
Yeah, that was a much better job today with the bats than we've been doing here of late. So I was glad to see the guys come out, and it seemed like batting practice was more purposeful and meaningful, and I think they understood that they didn't perform very well last night, and so today, they came out and did a much better job, and hopefully that carries over into tomorrow.
How important is it after you drop a couple and kind of need to right the ship to be able to hand the ball to the strong left arm of David Roseboom?
Well, Boomer's thrown a lot of innings for us, and he's a good pitcher. So, yeah, that's a stabilizing factor, and he did well enough today, to hold them down and give us an opportunity to get ahead, and things worked out for us.
Series is even now. You're on the verge of winning the first conference series of the year. What's it going to take tomorrow for your guys to build upon this win?
Well, I think tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. I think our two teams are very evenly matched. I like their team. I like our team. We're going to have to play well. We're going to have to hit the ball when it matters most. We got to get some base runners out there and set the table like we did today. That was one thing that went well for us. And we're going to have to find a way to control their bats because they're more offensive than they showed today. So, it should be a good game tomorrow if we can hold them down.
How many times have you seen your team pull up 3 triples in the same game at this ballpark?
Well, it'll happen from time to time here, especially on a day like today where the air is moving out as rapidly as it is. So this is a triples haven if you have the right guys getting through the middle of the ball. And we're fortunate today to move the ball, a few times. On
a lighter note, Coach, Chad Sabatka at the plate in the bottom half of the 8th inning, and he battled up there.
Yeah, I hated to have to do that to him. I know he enjoyed it, and it'll be a joke among the guys. But that's just the way it worked out, and there'll be other situations like that, given our pitching situation and our bench situation. I think occasionally we're going to have to run a pitcher up there, and because Chad's the end of the game guy that we really don't want to take out, it could be that he's the guy that has to go up there from time to time.
Seriously, though, he provides you a great back end of the staff to close things down.
Yeah, he's somebody that we really count on. He had a great year last year, and hopefully today gets him going. And yeah, we need him to do what he did today. Certainly.
Congratulations, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Game 3 tomorrow. Keep up with all the action at UpstateSpartans.com.